St. John the Evangelist Church here in Agawam is marking a milestone anniversary. Last weekend, Springfield Bishop William Byrne was on hand to mark the day, featuring an anniversary mass and family picnic. Steve Kiltonic was at the celebration and explains some of the interesting church history, including masses once held at a nearby amusement park.
On September 26th, a celebratory mass was held in Agawam to commemorate the 75th anniversary of St. John the Evangelist Parish on Main Street. Springfield Bishop William Byrne was the main celebrant, along with Father Michael Piers, the pastor. Also participating were the parochial vicar, Father John Hurley, former pastor Father Brian McGrath, and Deacon Dave Picard. Prior to the parish being founded, Catholics in this section of Agawam were part of Immaculate Conception Parish in West Springfield. Father John O'Connell celebrated the first Mass in the Old Town Hall in the center of Agawam, then a year later at the Congregational Church. From 1941 until 1946, Mass was celebrated in the reception area of the bowling alley at nearby Riverside Park. Each week, a dedicated group of parishioners converted the area into a chapel with altar, draperies, and portable seats. Bishop Byrne referenced Riverside in his homily. In 1943, the Catholic Women's Club purchased a plot of land on which St. John the Evangelist Church will be built at a cost of $38,000. Ground was broken in October 1945, with many Sisters of St. Joseph in attendance. On Easter Sunday, April 21, 1946, the first Mass in the new church was held before a packed house of over 550 parishioners. Springfield Bishop Thomas O'Leary blessed the church at a dedication ceremony on May 30, 1947. In 1948, Father John Shannon was appointed the parish's first pastor. His tenure lasted 19 years, still the longest period of any of the 9 pastors that have served. As Father Piers explained, over the years, many interior and exterior renovations have taken place.
Then in the 1960s, when we had the Second Vatican Council, the emphasis was placed more on the communal nature of the celebration of the Mass. And so we had the freestanding altar erected.
In the late 1960s and 70s, the campus expanded.
We have a wonderful pastoral center with a gym and multi-purpose rooms, a lot of classrooms, office space.
The biggest renovation in the parish's history occurred during the 1980s.
The church itself was actually expanded beyond its exterior walls. Transepts were added here to my left and to my right. The sanctuary was expanded further back, and that's where we have these beautiful stained glass windows from Precious Blood Church in Holyoke.
During this time, a new rectory was built adjoining the parish center. More recently, a huge parking lot was paved, while down the road, St. John's Field continues to be used for sports and non-sports events. Within the past year, the In the Beginning preschool became the latest addition to the pastoral center with classrooms in the basement. Betsy and Stanley Chumpa have been parishioners since 1973 when they moved to Agawam.
I love my parish. I mean, we had chances to move, and I'm not leaving Agawam. I'm not leaving St. John's. I've always loved St. John's. It's just homey and small and friendly, and I just love the parish.
And what about you, Stan? What would you say?
I kind of agree with her, and she was right. We had talked about moving several times, but she basically talked me out of it because we can't leave this parish. And in fact, ultimately, we ended up getting a plot right across the street so we'd be close to our parish.
Betsy said that all of the various activities in the parish, like the annual bazaar, have made St. John special.
There were so many things to do. There were so many things for the children to do. And of course, I was very active in the Catholic Women's Club and many other activities.
Right.
I was a CCD teacher. I was on the CCD board. I was on parish council.
For nearly 40 years, Stanley has volunteered with the Extraordinary Ministers and also serves on the Worship Commission, planning various liturgical support ministries. Their children, Maureen and Jeffrey, received all their sacraments at St. John's and were married here as well. The Chumpas have also enjoyed attending their grandchildren's parish activities and holiday celebrations. They reflected on some of the pastors who have served St. John's. Father Brian McGrath was pastor less than a year, but had a big impact.
Wow, he came in here and you couldn't stop him. He was just doing everything. Get up in the morning, you'd see him out there in the yard. He just wanted to he was a wonderful priest.
He would be
He's
putting
so
in mulch and
active.
shrubs when you see him in
Yeah.
the morning, on his own, in the hot sun.
Father Pierce says the various organizations like the Women's Club, now in its 83rd year, and the Knights of Columbus have made St. John's a vibrant faith community.
The St. John's Guild, men's groups that are now starting up, and Bible studies that have been encouraged and flourishing anew. It's all these different actions of God's grace that stirs within us as individuals and as a community. And I'm just so very grateful to the vitality of this parish.
One of the most active parishes I've ever been part of. The volunteers, people step up to do everything, and they're just truly amazing, from the women's club to the CCD program to the music. It's just really a great parish.
After Mass, an anniversary picnic open to all was held on the church grounds. The parish was blessed with a beautiful fall day as everyone enjoyed the food, the raffles, games, music, and entertainment. 92-year-old parishioner George Topier drove his 46 Ford Super Deluxe for all to admire and bring back some memories. As Bishop Byrne gave his final blessing, St. John the Evangelist brought a close to its Diamond Jubilee year. This Main Street parish in Agawam looks forward to a bright future and of faithfully living out its next 75 years. For Real to Real, I'm Steve Kiltonic.
And Father Pierce said the church is physically in good shape, although he said he would like to expand one of the transept entrances to be more user-friendly. Over the next year, the parish wants to also focus on growing the preschool program, and we send out our best congratulations.